There are people who analyze every detail, every choice, every word before they act. Not because they're indecisive, but because inside them lies a world of possibilities, fears, and alternative scenarios that never stop unfolding. Overthinking isn't just a mental habit. It's a complex psychological mechanism, a tangle of anxiety, perfectionism, and the need for control. Those who think too much have often learned, since childhood, that a single mistake can have serious consequences. They may have received excessive criticism, impossible expectations, or emotional punishment. In response, the mind developed a defense strategy: anticipate everything, predict every possibility, and calculate every risk. It's like building a fortress of mental safety, a shelter that protects from the unexpected and from error. But overthinking has a price. Every decision becomes an emotional minefield, a place where the mind gets lost between what if and maybe I should. Every decision becomes an emotional minefield, a place where the mind gets lost between what if and maybe I should. Daily life becomes a maze of options, and even the simplest choices can turn into torment. We might see these people as methodical or attentive, but often the truth is that anxiety is their constant, silent companion, invisible to others. Psychologically, overthinking is often linked to a deep need for control and perfectionism. When the outside world feels unpredictable or threatening, the mind tries to compensate by creating orderly internal scenarios. Every alternative is analyzed, every possible consequence predicted, every risk assessed. The result? A decision paralysis that might seem irrational, but is actually an attempt at emotional survival. A daily example can be seemingly trivial, yet revealing. Choosing what to order at a restaurant becomes an endless mental process. One weighs taste, calories, cost, and the potential for regret. The mind races back and forth through time, assessing hypothetical scenarios that rarely ever happen. But for those who live this pattern, every choice is a micro-event requiring emotional preparation. Overthinking isn't just mental. It has physical consequences too. Muscle tension, mental fatigue, insomnia, and a general sense of discomfort are the silent companions of those who think too much. The brain is in a constant state of high alert, processing information, simulating scenarios, and preventing mistakes. It's as if the mind is a control center that never, ever shuts down. But there's another fascinating aspect. People who overthink often have a deep emotional awareness. Analyzing every possibility also means exploring their own fears, desires, and insecurities. Overthinking can become a lens through which one understands oneself, even if sometimes this lens distorts more than it clarifies. Modern psychology speaks of rumination and distinguishes it from healthy reflection. Rumination is that repetitive mental loop that generates anxiety and stress without leading to any real solutions. Healthy reflection, on the other hand, leads to awareness and choice. The line between the two is thin, and those who overthink often cross it without even realizing. Many overthinkers develop coping strategies, often unconsciously. Writing things down, planning, making lists, analyzing future scenarios, all become attempts to reduce uncertainty. But uncertainty is an inherent part of life. In this sense, the mind fights against what it cannot control, seeking safety in a world that, by definition, can never provide complete security. Another psychological dynamic involves the fear of others' judgment. Every decision is also evaluated based on how others might react. The recurring thought, "What if others think I made the wrong choice?" adds an extra layer of pressure. This mental loop reinforces the tendency to procrastinate, delay decisions, and remain trapped in a web of hypothetical scenarios. And yet, those who think too much also possess above-average predictive abilities and a keen attention to detail. The same mind that creates anxiety can be a powerful analytical tool. But the emotional cost remains high. Inner isolation, chronic stress, and a real difficulty in living in the present. The overthinker observes life through a filter of possibilities, but often misses the present moment, the only moment where experience truly exists. Psychologically, breaking the cycle of overthinking requires awareness and practices that anchor you to the present. Mindfulness techniques, conscious breathing, limiting the number of imagined scenarios, and setting deadlines for decisions. These are all tools that help the mind interrupt the constant noise. The goal isn't to eliminate reflection, but to turn rumination into active choice. Many overthinkers, once they learn to manage this, find a surprising balance. They can use their analytical ability as a strength without falling into the trap of paralyzing anxiety. Each decision becomes intentional, each possibility considered, without getting lost in infinitesimal details. The psychology of overthinking teaches us something fundamental, the only moment where experience truly exists. Even if this causes suffering, it's a sign of adaptation, not weakness. The key lies in recognizing the pattern, accepting it, and learning to transform it into a tool for growth rather than an obstacle. Those who overthink eventually discover, sometimes to their own surprise, that learning to trust the flow of life, to let go of hypothetical scenarios, to tolerate uncertainty doesn't mean losing control. It means gaining emotional freedom. It's a slow, patient journey that requires kindness toward yourself and an understanding of your own mental patterns. In the end, the psychology of those who think too much shows us the delicate balance between foresight and action, between protection and freedom, between an active mind and a present heart. Overthinking isn't a flaw, but a characteristic of the human mind that, if understood, can become a powerful instrument for personal growth. And so, those who have always analyzed every detail can learn to choose without paralysis, live without fear, and embrace uncertainty as part of life's beauty, transforming anxiety and mental noise into awareness and wisdom. Because sometimes, the bravest act is simply choosing to move forward. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.